we are. Last gym?
CrossFit Vic City, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
CrossFit Vic City. It's our last workout on the tour. I am dead. I'm so tired. I've not only been going to these gyms, but been doing my own training, and I just want to lay in bed with a coffee. And we're here at Emily's gym, and these workouts, you always think they're going to be easy, and then they're not. But you always feel better when you're done, which is good. So we'll get through it, and we'll have coffee after. So.
We get like 2 weeks to rest now. Rest. Rest.
So, yeah, let's go.
Wait.
Hi, I'm Tia. We're at CrossFit Vic City. I'm the gym manager here, and this is a little bit about what we do. We are a CrossFit gym. We focus on strength and conditioning, gymnastics, weightlifting, a little bit of everything. And recently we have been preparing our athletes for the upcoming HYROX competition in Vancouver. We offer a lot of different group classes. So if you ever want to come try out a class, visit us on our website. You can click on a free drop-in link and come try out a class here in Victoria. Hope to see you soon.
Remember, I don't know how to do this.
There we go. Just a little slow.
You and Rob crushed it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where when you start the workout, Sunday morning, you don't want to do it. And then like you get a few laps in and you're like, okay, let's do this thing. So I'm soaked in sweat. It was kind of raining out. There was lots of turns on the run. So the whole goal was like not to break my ankle. But yeah, it was good. I'm gonna go and last one of the tour. And then I'm gonna go drink some coffee. What is up, guys? We are almost in the big city, Vancouver. Heading to our hotel to check in and chill out before our HYROX event tomorrow. You feeling good, Rob?
You know me, we took the ferry, so it's been a day.
Dude, I had to get him off Twitter during that whole process, so.
Feeling good.
Yeah, so.
Felt better, but.
Yeah, we're kind of tired. Traffic does that to you, but we're just gonna chill out, get a carb load of meal, and then we're gonna maybe go for a little swim and
Definitely going for a swim.
And then off to bed, and we'll get up nice and early. Rob's got his time at 9:40. That's his start time, so I'll get up and see that. And then mine's at 12:40, which I'm almost jealous that Rob's at 9:40 because I'd rather just get it over with, to be honest.
Done. My weekend will just be like all about relaxing. You'll be competing, and I'll be having a cheeseburger.
That's brutal. As long as I don't see it from on the sidelines.
I'll be cheering with the burger in hand.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Actually, I didn't really invite anyone, but my parents said they were gonna come out, and then I have an aunt and uncle and their kid, and one of my best friends who lives here in Vancouver is coming out with his wife and kid, and so I've got myself a little cheerleading crowd. So not as though there wasn't enough pressure already. So feeling a bit nervous, but it is what it is. Like Rob just said earlier, the work's been done, so we're going to do the best we can. So I'll catch you later.
That's fun.
I've never experienced that in my life.
Yeah.
I did it like relaxing. I did this 3 times on the race.
Yeah.
Like it's the most
You needed
debilitating
more.
thing. I can't move.
You needed more salt, man.
Okay, so the HYROX race is completed in Vancouver. What can I say? It was a very interesting experience. Obviously, knowing that I had about 90 days to train for it, I wasn't sure exactly what to expect. I did my absolute best to prepare for it. The event itself was really cool. I'd never really experienced an actual HYROX event, seeing it on videos on Instagram for so long. Going to the actual event almost felt like starstruck. It was like, oh, it's the actual place that I keep seeing in all these videos. And the scale of it was really cool. The music was amazing. The energy, the people, the vibes, everything about it was just awesome. It was like one big, awesome gym community.
We did it, we completed it. It was really fun, actually, and challenging, very difficult, a different type of challenging and difficult than the half marathon or anything really I've done before is. It's just like a full body fatigue.
So I start my race out. I'm super, super nervous. I come out the gate pretty hot. The first run was like 800 meters and I did it in like 2 minutes and 50 seconds, which is like way too fast for me. But I was just pure nerves. My heart rate was so elevated. All the stations were okay for me. I don't think I really did amazing on any station in particular, but I, did an okay job. I think where I really suffered was in the runs. I think on my 3rd run, my ankle started acting up.
But I guess what made it more challenging, and what I haven't talked about here, is a week before the event, I embarrassingly fell down the stairs. I have young kids, there was a broken down box left on the stairs that I didn't see, and I slipped, fell, landed on my shoulder and back weird, and for that whole week leading up to the event, could barely even close a car door, couldn't lift my arm or hand over shoulder. So that whole week I did what I could from a treatment standpoint and rest standpoint and try and get better, but purposefully tried not to do any of the exercises because I didn't want to be discouraged. I didn't want any part of my brain being like, you're not going to be able to do it.
I came under the spectator bridge and my left calf completely cramped up. I'd never experienced that before in my life. I'd never had a calf cramp. I'd trained a lot of running before this and never even had anything remotely close to this, but it was excruciating pain. I thought I was done. I wasn't sure what was happening to me. And then it kind of released itself and I started running again. And then from there, the times just got slower and slower on the runs. It cramped up 3 times during the race. Between that and my ankle, I was basically limping on my runs. So my runs went from like being in the 5s to being in the 10s. I think I had a 10-22 split on one of my runs, which was super upsetting. And then I think I eventually got to the lunges and I was basically at an hour 30, and I just changed my mind frame from let's do this an hour 30 to let's just finish this thing.
So it wasn't until race day morning in the warm-up zone where I was like, okay, I'm gonna try a couple of these things. So I could basically do everything else with minimal pain because I feel like I could kind of like lock my lat and protect the shoulder a little bit on like rows and ski erg and pushing the sled and whatnot and burpees and whatnot. So the only thing that really felt to compromise it was that big overhead movement. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start. In my mind, I was like, I'm gonna run basically the whole event not knowing if I'm gonna be able to even complete the last station, because the last thing is obviously the wall balls. But my hope in the back of my mind was there will be enough adrenaline and probably enough warming up of the kind of shoulder and muscles supporting it throughout the whole kind of like preceding exercises.
And I was pretty much hobbling and just suffering through it. But I had a lot of people there that were counting on me and waiting for me at the next station, so that kept me motivated. And got to the wall balls and I was so fried at the wall balls. Normally wall balls are not too bad for me. I have a good squat. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. But when I got to that station, I was just so done with the entire race. I'd spent so much time nursing these injuries and being so careful not to let my calf cramp up again that I was doing like 5 or 8 or 10 at a time. And I finally got it done, got across the finish line. I did not get the time that I was hoping for. I got, I think, 151 or 152. So I was bummed about the time, but I was also super proud that I finished. And when I kind of reflect back on the entire thing, you know, I give myself a little bit of grace because, you know, 90 days before that, I didn't even really know what HYROX was.
You know, got out on the first run, did the skier, kind of followed the whole plan, was feeling pretty good, honestly. Like, it was definitely challenging, but was feeling fit. I'd say the most challenging part though was just that kind of like lingering thought of like, oh, it's going really well. I just hope I can do the wall balls, which was a bit of a frustrating feeling going into it prepared and relatively fit and excited. We're doing this series even, so it was disappointing and just kind of frustrating knowing that I had this external force that there was just no way to avoid or overcome. It wasn't a lack of preparation, it was just an unfortunate incident. So I kind of got through the last run going into the wall ball station. I was like, you know what? I know I can throw that ball one-handed if I have to. So I knew like there's no way I'm not finishing the event. It's just whether or not the wall balls are going to take me 5 minutes or 25 minutes. Who knows how it's going to go. So I got into the wall ball station. I think there's maybe footage of me looking whack, trying to do a few of them. Like it was easier to kind of tuck this hand over and push up like that. And eventually I just decided, I was like, I'm just going to grit through the pain. And I got through all the wall balls. It took a lot longer, hurt a lot more than it ever had, but got through them, crossed that finish line in I think just over an hour and 20 minutes, which was awesome.
It was such a cool experience to go around to these gyms. It kind of really opened the door for me to experience other gym cultures and kind of create this collaboration with people in our local community. And when we went over to the race, it was so cool to see so many faces that I knew from my hometown and everyone cheering each other on. The beauty is like HYROX, it's an individual sport, especially when you're just doing the singles, but at the same time, it feels like this team sport.
And the event, oh man, the event was awesome. High energy, great people, super well organized. So yeah, overall, like impressions is I want to do it again. You know, I've since bought some kind of training equipment, like some kettlebells and a sandbag to kind of like just mix that into my regular day of training or week of training. And, you know, it was so inspiring to see all the people from the gyms we had gone around and trained with at the event and watch them and cheer them on. It was inspiring to, you know, see our team, Emily and Taylor, run their HYROX events. And just, you know, like the whole thing was just this, it felt just like camaraderie. It felt like we're all chasing this similar goal with different, you know, expectations or reasons why we were doing it, but collective in the sense that we were all showing up at the same place to do the same thing.
Overall, it was just such a cool experience to go through. I don't really have any regret. When you hurt yourself like that, you can never predict that's gonna happen. Yeah, I think I learned a lot from it, and the one thing I learned is that how important the training is, how important the nutrition is, and that unexpected things can happen and you just have to sort of roll with the punches. So I'm really stoked that I finished it, so I checked that box. But now, as much as I want to just put that to rest and never do a HYROX again, it's kind of lit a fire inside me because now I want to go back for redemption next year and try to finish it in a time that makes me feel a little bit happier. So it was tough standing in front of that TV screen with the 151 up. I don't feel like it represented my actual fitness level. I was hoping for like hour 30, hour 35, but things like that happen, and at the end of the day, just showing up and finishing it is a big deal. And so yeah, shout out to everyone that did it and was involved and followed us along the way.
Yeah, I'd say like we're wrapping on kind of our second series here. Thanks for following along. Thanks for engaging with it. Thanks for the words of inspiration. We see it, we hear it, we take it to heart. Honestly, it's just incredible to see the community that's growing and being built around Outway, and you're such an important part of that. So thank you. Signing off for now, but we'll see you soon.